Right, let's get this over and done with. I'm sweating like a fat kid in a sweet shop, so let's crack on. I don't know why I've decided to record on the hottest day of the year. Terrible idea. Should we crack on? The Ingham Family, one of those slightly strange family vlogging channels that basically put their kids in every single video and have found a way to monetize their life by putting it online for everyone to see. That's a good idea. They're a bit like the Ace Family, except the Ace Family have never made and sold a replica doll version of their child before, which of course is what the Ingham Family are doing. I mean, how weird is that? At what point does that become a good idea? I mean, they've really gone pretty far with the whole merch thing, haven't they? In selling a replica version of their baby to some strangers on the internet. Fantastic idea, obviously. I mean, where does it end? Are they going to start selling robot versions of the kids in a few years' time? Maybe they will actually sell their kids on the internet at some point. I mean, if it helps pay off the mortgage and you've got no whinging kids hanging about, win-win. So this hasn't really gone down well with a lot of people, particularly when there's some, sinister allegations thrown at Chris Ingham, the dad of this family, which I don't know whether they're true or not. They are just allegations that I don't think have been proved in any way. I mean, presumably not, because he's still in the videos. And so I don't really know anything, because I'm just a stupid YouTuber that likes to laugh at the ridiculous things people do online. But what I do know for a fact is, Chris Ingham roller skates. I mean, who roller skates anymore? Jesus Christ, it's not the 70s, is it? Who roller skates nowadays? Maybe take off the beanie and the roller skates and stop hanging around in kids' parks. That'll help with the allegations, Chris. Okay. No wonder he's getting allegations left, right and centre. Again, let's be clear, just allegations. Now, I don't think they were ever necessarily doing this with bad intentions, but it just seems a bit strange to make 250 replica baby dolls, which presumably they must think there's a demand for within their audience, which is either true or completely egotistical. I'll let you make your own mind up on that, but it's just a bit weird, isn't it? At what point does this become a thought of something to sell? I mean, they have previously sold, I think, a doll on this same website before with the same company, and I think it was designed by their young daughter, so I don't think it was based on any real baby or anything like that, but I think it was designed by their daughter. But in this case, they are actually basing it off their own 2-week-old child, which is just a bit odd, isn't it? To sell a replica version of your own baby to some random people on the internet. But if you do genuinely want one of these dolls, then you should ask yourself some questions like, are you mental? Should you be allowed near real children? And have you got nothing better to do with £300 and spend it on a replica version of somebody else's child? But if you don't want one, then you're probably considered normal. They also claim that one of the tops that comes with the doll was designed by another one of their children called Esme.
This was her design that we showed you earlier. You will also get this vest with Esme's design printed onto it. Specially designed just by Esme.
Well, actually, if you type in how to draw a cartoon baby, it's the second design that comes up. So, is it her design? Did you copy it from online? I mean, can you call it her design if it's not? So that's another thing which is slightly weird as well, because, I mean, they said pretty clear it's her design when it's not. I mean, it's literally the same picture on the second video down.
250 of these made, and that's all. Once they're gone, they will be gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ, better order one quick then. Can't miss out on a creepy doll version of their child. 300 quid well spent.
I'm sure it will make anybody happy to receive one of those.
I'm not sure everyone would want a weird sort of doll of your baby child. I think you've maybe got the wrong impression here. I don't think they would. If I was gifted one, it would probably be in the charity shop window by mid-afternoon. I mean, it really would. It's not staying anywhere near me for very long. It would be gone. It would be out. Or binned. I mean, it depends if I can, resell and make some money on that. Even if it is a gift, you know what I mean? Make some profit on that. Come on. Think.
So when you buy baby Jace, you don't just get this cute little baby. You also get this beautiful Ingham Family hat. You'll get some Ingham Family nappies.
It just seems like a weird way of commercialising your child. I mean, if sales do well, you never know, they might start popping out babies left, right and centre. They're like Cheap Idols 3 by the time they finish. Just kids everywhere. I mean, she's quite literally now seeing the fruits of her labour, isn't she? In the form of a massive wad of cash when these inevitably sell to some random weirdos online. And maybe they'll release new versions of these dolls every year, like FIFA or something, you know, how they improve the graphics of the dolls every year, or stick them in different clothes or something. I mean, you never know, the sky's the limit. We might be collecting these dolls as the kids grow up. Don't rule it out. I mean, the comments on this video from their own fans, I mean, a lot of them are sort of, what the hell are you thinking? But then there are some people who are going, oh, what a lovely idea. And one person said, you realise you now need to make dolls of the girls. So you want to make dolls of the grown-up kids now as well, do you? Can you make dolls of 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds? Can you? Is that possible? It's alright, if it's for DJ, then you'll be loving that. You'll be purchasing that. Money well spent. Maybe keep an eye on him, put him on a list. This baby is called Jace River Ingham, okay? And I feel sorry for this poor kid, to be honest, because he's obviously had no say in whether this happens or not. And he grows up and suddenly finds out, oh, yeah, my parents sold a replica doll version of me as a baby to some random strangers on the internet. Oh, and guess what? I didn't see any of the profits. Thank you, parents.
All the profit that we make from selling that doll will be going into Jace's account for when he gets older.
Actually, I do stand corrected. They are going to use the profits to go straight into his account when he's older. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So that justifies it, in my opinion. You know, as long as he's seeing some of the money, then that's fine by me, you know, as long as he sees the profit that you make. Bit of a strange dynamic if you're one of the other kids though, isn't it? I mean, they've not had a doll version of them made. It comes across as if the parents are treating this baby sort of extra special. And what sort of backs that up is they've decided to do their own little baby Jace tea party.
And that's to have a baby Jace tea party with you guys.
Where basically anyone else who's bought the doll is going to be invited to meet all the other slightly suspect people that bought one as well.
We will be there.
You get to meet the real Jace.
You get to meet the real Jace.
Another sort of strange idea, really, isn't it? Let's have a gathering of everyone who's bought a fake version of our baby. And let's bring the real baby along. That would be a little bit annoying, actually. If you've bought one and you pop along and it turns out the doll looks nothing like the actual child, I'd be asking for money back, to be honest. I mean, I wouldn't have bought one in the first place, but you know, if I had. I mean, in my opinion, when you have a child, it is your own, it's a private thing, in my opinion, and it's not to be shared with just some random people online that you don't know. And it just seems a very, very odd idea. It's not something I'd ever do personally. I mean, each their own and all that, but it does seem a bit strange, doesn't it? Let's sell a fake version of our child to people. A bit weird. On the flip side of it, these sort of dolls are often bought by people who maybe can't have children or have tried to have kids themselves and gone through a difficult loss, and so I can understand it from that perspective, perhaps, that you might decide to purchase one for that reason, or maybe if you're a young child and you've got a spare 300 quid from somewhere and you think it's a good idea to have a doll of a real baby. I don't know why you would think that, but if that's what you want to think, or you know, you want to do it for those reasons, then I can kind of understand it. But I still can't look past the narcissistic idea of going, yeah, do you know what we're going to sell? A doll version of our child. That's what you'll want. So they'll love that. People will buy that. Be flying off the shelves. Will it? It just seemed an odd idea. And let's also be clear on one thing. Just because people will buy them doesn't mean you should sell them. Let's make that clear as well. Because there are some weird people out there which will buy weird stuff, to sort of put it in the most vague way possible. So, to conclude, the Ingham family, a bit of an odd bunch, aren't they, really? Nothing wrong with that. That's sort of the reason why YouTube's got so popular. It's a lot of weird people in one place. Brilliant. Exactly what I want. But when does weird become mental? Where's the line? I'll let you make up your own minds on that, but that's pretty much it for me. And the reason why it's a little bit short today is because I'm sweating. My back is like the Niagara Falls of sweat at the moment. It's stuck to me. In fact, my t-shirt, it is stuck. So, ending this one quickly. Hopefully I'll have some outtakes to get this to 10 minutes, because I have to wrap this one up here. Hopefully, because I am getting a bit worried actually. How much longer can I prolong this video for? Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I'd appreciate you dropping a like and subscribing if you haven't, but if you don't want to do that, then you have just wasted your time really. So, you know, at least make it worthwhile and you know, subscribe, please. and click the like button whilst you're down there. You may as well. Do you know what I mean? You may as well do that. Right, I'll be back soon for another video. Hopefully I'll be less sweaty in the next one. No promises, obviously. Whew, that's me done. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.